Brazil are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think...
Kaká! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's going to go a long way. And that's going to be a goal kick. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Van Dijk has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nice-looking ball. Akanji calmly anticipates. Rafinha. Now it's Kane. Still goalless at the moment. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Jimenez. Now it's Kane. Akanji producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rafinha, and the counter is on. Messi knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Look at the space here, and the shots! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, there's the clearance. No way through. It's run loose here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. Probing pass. Mbappe. He is through here. Shapes to shoot. It's in. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and he shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Fernandez. And he's had it nicked away. He's a sharp little ball.
Takes a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's gone forward. Now it's Mbappe. He's going for goal!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now it's Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Camavinga.
Has been indicated.
Might want to be careful there.
It's a searching pass. No, that's been intercepted. Fernandez. It's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just...
And the first half is done. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved,
Just a quick
Peter.
reminder
They've been
today,
quick
please
into pretty
refrain
much
from
everything so
parking
far.
outside
The only
this
thing
stadium.
you've got to
Thank you
wonder
very
is,
much for your
how
cooperation.
taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Welcome our lads to the field.
Brazil are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we're off again. Now that's well seen too. Fernandez. Ribéry. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Akanji. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's not an especially good pass, that. Donnarumma getting this one clear. And they're quick to get it back. And that's a throw-in. Jimenez. And it's Jimenez. And Fernandez. Shot could be on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was...
Chance, surely! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that pass isn't the best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Foden. He's having a go! Brilliant from Foden! About as smooth as it gets! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he can clear it away. Camavinga proves too strong. Mbappe, it could be, there's the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Foden. Ribéry. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Succumbs to the pressure. Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Brilliantly cut out. Rafinha. Threads one in. Lovely.
Chance for a shot! It's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Can he finish?
And that's wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution in progress.
Brazil making consecutive changes here. Yamal to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Robertson. They get a throw in. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Looking to play him in. Kane in, acres of space out wide.
Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Robertson tries to pass it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Oh, can he finish?
Substitution from Manchester United.
Brazil
Number
with the
4,
corner. They're first.
Rafinha. Coming on to replace
Alexander-Arnold plays it short.
7, Mikel Oyarzabal.
And now they can spring out of defence. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Messi. Now it's Kane. Oh, this looks sharp. Kane providing an outlet on that flank. And again. Oh, it's come off the upright. The referee's awarded a free kick.
substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, coming on the field is number 22, Federico Valverde.
And he's decided to go for it. Messi. Tries to play it through. And this is Ronaldo. Mikel Oyarzabal. And he's let fly. Now, who's going to be first to this? Fernandez. And it's Robertson. And Akanji. Messi. And it's Kane. Caicedo wins the duel this time. And this is Kane. Camavinga. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Valverde. To Messi. And that has put paid to that. Not the most accurate pass. Ribéry. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Brazil can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And we'd like to inform you now that
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Brazil can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Brazil cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Now it's Kaka. Kaka! Fantastic from Kaka!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
And here's Son Heung-min. Gets a good foot in there. Tries to play it through. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Takes the shot! Oh, that was close. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's an imaginative... Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous...
He's gone for the shots!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Kivior. And Girassi. He's gone for goal. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kivior. All the way back. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Kaká. Foden. And he's picked it up out wide. Shot, surely! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's a cute ball. You can run onto that. Mbappe gets on the finish! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is...
Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is chance! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Can he spark a counter here? Shot could be... And the shot! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
No, that was never going to make it. Kivior kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's played through for him. Just the goalkeeper. And Ribéry! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Marcó en el minuto 42 el dorsal 17.
Kivior. Messi. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe! Against the crossbar. Oh, impressive strike.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Good take, and is he... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
El dorsal 15.
Kivior and Gerassi. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's lofted through here. It's a promising position. It's a mighty effort! And that has faded wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning.
Oh no, this does not look good. Shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Gol de Brasil.
How many? Just how many? And the first half is done. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Brazil really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Brazil are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. There's the start of the second half. Valverde. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Alexander-Arnold. Foden. In with the challenge. Aims beyond the defence. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Kivior has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold. And he's been shifted off it. Can he get away here? And it's Caicedo. Akanji. Foden. And Akanji. Van Dijk.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Mbappe under intense pressure. And he's had a hit! Oh, he really got hold of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Ribéry. That pass isn't the best. Foden. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. 60 minutes played. Girassi. Fagioli. No, he's not getting his way this time. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing. He's having a go! He's put his foot right through that one.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's a throw. Caicedo. Oh, that's ambitious. And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pressure comes. Applies the finish! Messi. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He is through here. Mbappe. And Ribéry! Now that was quite some save.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And we have our very first corner. Foden goes short. And the shot! And now a sudden he's tried one! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And he thumps it clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bullish header! No, that's just wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
3
making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Messi. He's had it taken off him. Kane. Done delicately. It's come to nothing.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Brazil making consecutive changes here. Robertson. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, good take in a good area. Now it's real chance! He's kept it out. That's a great save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Think decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just...
Haaland! And that's past the post. Robertson. Knocks it into space. And it's Ribery. He's going for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And now he has two. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. He can run onto that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And back to the keeper.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Kivior makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Haaland! And that is the last effort of the game. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a part.
you